the ASHA workers in the state of Kerala are protesting and have come out in large numbers on the roads. And there is a new way that they have chosen this time to protest, and that is the females who are on road and who are protesting, they have started to cut their hairs. And this protest by the ASHA workers is gaining headlines all over the India, because the females who have come out, the numbers are huge, and on roads it is very easily seen that the ASHA workers are demanding something from the government. Hello and welcome to the In Focus series section of Drishti IAS. I am Aisha, and in today's episode we will be discussing about the topic of the protest of ASHA workers in the state of Kerala. So what all we will be covering is, first of all, what is the issue, the demands, the protest, then who are ASHA workers, what are their duties, and then about the National Health Mission. Topic is of importance from General Studies paper 2. First of all, that is about the mission, and second is about health. So let us look at the news. So the news talks about, in both the news you can say it is about the ASHA workers and their protest. Now, as we move on to the news, Drishti IAS Mukherjee Nagar classes has now shifted to Noida, and the admissions are open for the offline batches of both English medium and Hindi medium for IAS GS foundation course covering both prelims and mains. The English medium batch is starting from 7th of May, while the Hindi medium batch is starting from 29th of April. In case of any query, give us a call at 87501 87501. And there is a new feature for all the IAS GS online foundation course batches student on the Drishti Learning app. That is, the artificial intelligence feature has been added to make your study more smarter and with a new approach. So there are three flagship features of it, that is AI quiz, AI summary, and ask me anything. Under the AI quiz, you can ask the quiz with regard to the topic that you are studying. Under the AI summary, you can get the summary of the lecture which you are taking, and under the ask me anything, if you have any query, then you can ask the question. Now about the news. So what is happening is, for more than 2 months, there is a section of Kerala's ASHA community, and ASHA stands for Accredited Social Health Activist, and the number goes on to more than 25,000. So more than 25,000 ASHA workers are protesting, and they have been protesting since the last 2 months. And there are few demands which they are demanding, and the demand is better remuneration and retirement benefits. They have raised their issues before also, but the issues of the ASHA workers remains unresolved, and they have said that the government is not listening to them. But there is a problem with regards to that ASHA workers retirement benefits and the remuneration, how the state government will deal with it and how the central government will deal with it. So first of all, let us talk about the protest. So the ASHA workers in Kerala are given a monthly honorarium of rupees 7,000 and a fixed incentive of rupees 3,000. So this is on a monthly basis. So on a monthly basis, a ASHA worker in the state of Kerala makes around 10,000 to 13,000 rupees. And the incentive which a ASHA worker gets is different in different states. So what a worker gets in Kerala might be different from what a worker is getting in Maharashtra, because the remuneration depends on many features or criterias. Now, depending on the area where they work, they get additional incentives. Like for example, if any ASHA worker is working in a tribal region, then the further incentives will also be given to the ASHA worker. Then depending on them fulfilling certain work related criteria. Now the problem is that ASHA workers, they are on voluntary basis. They do not form part of the permanent workforce. This we will be going deeper into. So they are not paid salary, they are paid honorarium. So the honorarium which is paid to them in the state of Kerala, the incentives which they get is shared between center and state. So it is between center and state, and the ratio is 60:40. So 60% the center has to give and 40% the state has to give. So the more amount the center has to give. Then the state government has said that Kerala pays one of the highest honorarium to the ASHA workers, but the ASHA workers who are protesting does not agree with what the government has said. So they are saying that the honorarium needs to be increased, and also at the time of retirement the incentive needs to increase. So as of now, what a ASHA worker in the state of Kerala is getting is rupees 7,000 plus rupees 3,000. Now about the demand which they are demanding. So according to the Kerala government, it says that one of the highest minimum wages structures are there. Then the daily wages for various jobs range anywhere from rupees 700 to rupees 1,200. But on the other hand, the ASHA workers are receiving much less than what is the daily wages in the state of Kerala. So the daily wages range is from rupees 700 to rupees 1,200, but an ASHA worker is receiving on daily basis rupees 250, which is much less than what the other people are receiving as daily wages. Then the immediate demands which the ASHA workers are demanding are that release of pending amounts due to them, criteria linked to the honorarium must be removed. So whatever amount is left, they must receive it, and the criteria for the honorarium must be changed. As of now, the honorarium for the ASHA workers in the state of Kerala is rupees 7,000. And the main demand, so the main demand for the ASHA workers is hike the honorarium to rupees 21,000 a month, so that they receive at least minimum wages, that is rupees 700 daily, and also at the time of retirement they must receive an lump sum amount of rupees 5 lakh. These two are the main demand. So basically the main demand is with regard to the retirement lump sum amount should be of rupees 5 lakh, while the honorarium amount must increase to at least of daily wages, that is rupees 700 per day, that makes it to rupees 21,000 a month. Now something which is very important from the exam respect, who are ASHA workers? So ASHA, ASHA workers, stands for Accredited Social Health Activists. So that is Accredited Social Health Activists. So they are volunteers from within the community. Within the community, it means that imagine there is a place, and within that place the people who are living, so within that community there will be some people who will be chosen as ASHA workers. So they are volunteers from within the community. Now the term volunteers means that they themselves have volunteered to work for it, who are trained to provide information and aid people in accessing benefits of various healthcare schemes of the government. Now what happens is, imagine this is a district. Within the district there are different communities who are given. So voluntarily few of the people from those communities will come up, and then there is the government, state government or central government. Now the state government and central government, they come up with many different schemes with regards to health which will benefit the common citizens of India. So to make these people of the community, or to make the common citizens aware about the people, to help them in dealing with the schemes of the state and the central government, and also letting them know that how they can take benefit of the government schemes, ASHA workers are chosen from within the community. Then they are considered to be a bridge connecting the marginalized communities with facilities such as primary health centers, sub-centers and district hospitals. So the marginalized people, communities, or the vulnerable communities, so these ASHA workers helps them and performs a role of the bridge, that they connect those marginalized or the vulnerable communities to the government incentives. Then National Rural Health Mission, which was launched in the year 2005. With this program, the ASHA workers also came into existence. Then this established ASHAs as a new group of community health workers who would operate in rural areas alongside the Anganwadi workers of the Integrated Child Development Schemes. So under the Integrated Child Development Scheme, alongside the Anganwadi workers, these ASHA workers will operate in rural areas. Then The Asha is typically a woman who resides in the village she serves. So they are typically women, and the age group is from 25 years to 45 years. Then the preference is given to married, widowed or divorced women and those who have completed the education of up to 10th standard. Then the National Health Mission, they sees Ashas as volunteers and not employees. Now this is also a problem, and this is the point from where the point of incentives, the point of honorarium, and why are they not given salaries? Because they are not employees. Under the National Health Missions, Asha workers are volunteers and they are not employees. So they are not employees, that is why they do not receive salary, and that is why their wages are also different in different places, which makes them ineligible for earnings beyond task or activity based incentives. Now volunteers or voluntary contribution which they make, so they get paid for it, for the contribution or for the incentives that they are taking, and that is the reason why the income is different for them. Now about the duties of Asha workers, what are the duties that they perform? So they go door to door in their designated areas, creating awareness about basic nutrition, hygiene practices and the health services available. So they basically take care of the healthy environment of the area in which they are living. Then ensuring and motivating children to get immunized so that the immunity level of the infants also increases. And then they provide medicines daily to TB patients under directly observed treatment of the national program. So basically you can say that the work of the Asha workers is that in the rural areas they will take care of the marginalized communities and people so that the healthy environment in the state or in the district can be maintained. Now about the National Health Mission, because it is under the National Health Mission that the concept of Asha workers came into existence. So the National Health Mission was launched in the year 2005 by the central government, and the name was National Rural Health Mission, that is NRHM. Then in the year 2013, the center included the urban component into it. So the National Rural Health Mission became the National Health Mission. Then there is National Rural Health Mission and the National Urban Health Mission. So the National Health Mission has two components, that is rural component and the urban component. Now talking about the components of the National Health Mission, so that is health system strengthening, reproductive, maternal, neonatal, child and adolescent health, as well as communicable and non-communicable diseases. So basically looking after the health of women, children and all the people of that particular community or the area where the Asha workers are residing. Then the aim of the National Health Mission is to achieve universal access to equitable, affordable and high quality healthcare services that are accountable and responsive to the needs of the population. So basically looking after the population so that the National Rural Urban Mission will look after the healthcare of the urban people, while the National Rural Mission will look after the healthcare of the rural people. The basic funda or the basic idea is that the health or the healthy environment must be maintained. People must be getting all the medicines or the treatment. The health aspect must be maintained. They must be getting good food, nutritious food, and the men, women, children, senior citizens of that region is well and healthy. And now in the end, prelims MCQ, and this is our PYQ of the year 2012. So the question is, with reference to the National Rural Health Mission, which of the following are the jobs of Asha, who is a trained community health worker? And the components were: first, accompanying women to the health facility for antenatal care checkup; second, using pregnancy test kits for early detection of pregnancy; third, providing information on nutrition and immunization; fourth, that is conducting the delivery of baby. You have to talk about the correct answer, and the codes are 1, 2 and 3 only, 2 and 4 only, 1 and 3 only, or 1, 2, 3 and 4. As it is a PYQ, I expect you to give me the right answer in the comments below. So give me the answer. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing, and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.